Hey guys, welcome back to another Leetcode video. Today we're going to be looking at Leetcode 1310, XOR queries of a subarray. This is a medium difficulty Leetcode problem, and the problem description tells us that we're given an array of positive integers, and we're also given an array queries, and this queries array, it has a left and right integer. So it's a 2D array with left and right integers. And for each query, we want to compute the XOR of the elements from left to right. So we're given these two indexes, we want to compute the XOR and then add them to a new answer result. So here's an example. This is the original list that we're given, and these are the queries. And so, from 0 to 1 equals 2, from 1 to 2, so that's 3 and 4 XOR'd equals 7, and so on and so forth throughout the list. So for 0 and 3 is 1, 2, 3. So from XOR 2, XOR 7, XOR 14, XOR 8. So 2 XOR 7, XOR 14, XOR 8. Will give us, I should say 1 XOR 3, XOR 4, XOR 8 gives us 14. So that's kind of the problem. So how would we solve this kind of problem? Well, the first thing that you kind of think is a nested for loop. So for each query, we go through the list. So we have a list, and then we go through that list, and we XOR all the elements from the two indices. And this would not be the worst of solutions, but it would not be optimal. So that would be kind of the brute force approach, is having two for loops. So big O of n squared kind of solution. What alternative can we have? Well, we can do this in the big O of n time. And the way we can do that is creating a prefix hash map. So instead of recomputing each XOR value, we can say, let's XOR each element and then go through our cumulatively have a sum. So XOR 1 and then XOR 2 and then XOR 3, and then each one will store the XOR of itself and the previous value in the list, and then all we have to do is do a subtraction and calculate the difference. So I hope that kind of makes sense. Let's actually get to coding, and I think it'll make a lot more sense, because this is probably one of the easier XOR and prefix sum problems. So the first thing we want to do is create a prefix array, which is going to have all our prefix sums, and then we want to have a current prefix sum variable to store our current prefix sum, and then we're going to say for each number in array prefix sum plus XOR equals number, and then prefix dot append prefix sum. So that's our first pass. Now we have a prefix array which has all our prefixes and all our XOR prefixes in, and now we can use that for when we're going through our queries. So we can have a result list, and we can say for q in queries, I and j are going to both be equal to, they're both going to be equal to q. And what we want to say first is, now that we've deconstructed I and j, we want to say result.append. We want to append to our result prefix j minus prefix I minus 1. But we don't want to subtract, because you can't subtract XOR. There is no subtraction for XOR. If you want to subtract in XOR land, as it were, you want to XOR again. So that's how we do XOR subtraction, and that will give us a difference. But there is an edge case here, is we're checking I minus 1, but what if we are at the first element? So in that case, we're just going to say if I is equal to 0, we'll just say result.append up to j. So result.append prefix j. Otherwise, we shall say result.append the difference between the prefixes. So obviously, if I is equal to 1 and then we're looking for I minus 1, but we can't do that. So we need to handle that case. And then we can simply return our result. So let's submit our code and see that we pass all 46 test cases for this problem. So I hope this kind of makes sense. Time complexity, we're looking at big O of n. Actually, to be more specific, big O of n plus q, because we do have two loops, but initially, essentially this becomes big O of n. And then for space, it's going to be big O of n as well. I believe there are faster ways to solve this problem. I think there's a big O of 1. Actually, yeah, there would be a big O of 1 space as well, wouldn't there? I mean, you could merge these two loops together, but that's out of the scope of this video. But I hope the solution made sense to you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.